Welcome back to another cold day in the Pacific Northwest. I do not know what is going on with this crazy weather, but we are going to bake Cheddar Bay Biscuits. This is what I call a Tuesday night dish. It takes little to no effort and has things that you very probably already have on hand in your kitchen. So let's get started. Measurements are not critical. You can eyeball this. I measure according to family size. For my husband and I, that's 2 people. So I am going to start with 4 big spoonfuls of flour. Going to add a sprinkle of salt. You'll want your biscuits to be fluffy, so don't forget to add a spoonful of baking powder. Not baking soda, but baking powder. This is what makes it nice and fluffy. If you're a stickler for measurements, that was probably about 1.5 teaspoons. We need some garlic powder. If you're really motivated, you can use fresh garlic, but powder's easy and most of us have that right in the pantry. This is not critical, but it's really nice to add some dried parsley. That lets me know when my biscuits are mixed well enough to be baked. I'm going to put some warm water in here and mix it up to look like drop biscuits. How do you know when you have enough water? It should look like this. Now, here's what really sets this apart. You want to take a stick of really cold butter. It doesn't have to be frozen, but get one from the refrigerator. Don't use the one that you've had sitting out on the counter. Take a vegetable grater or a cheese grater, and you're going to grate your cold butter into the dough. This makes it kind of fluffy and good. Butter is never a bad choice. I'm going to grate about half the stick of butter. Again, measurements are not important. You make it the way you like it. Then I'm going to add about 1/2 cup to 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Okay, we just mix all this up. This is nice because it's really quick and you don't need a fancy mixer. Anybody can do this. Okay, it looks like this. It's well blended. Now that we have this nice buttery, cheesy glob of dough, we are going to drop it by rounded spoonfuls onto a baking sheet that I have put a paper liner. An unlined pan tends to have the biscuits stick to it. What I like to do to give this a nice shape is just kind of play with it on the spoon like this. Make it look pretty, and then put it on my cookie sheet. Next, we'll put this into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll want to watch that. Ooh, these are perfect. You want them just a little bit golden brown on top, but not burnt. 15 minutes at 350 was the correct amount of time for these biscuits. Of course, these are perfect just as they are, but if you want to be a little bit extra, you can melt some butter in a saucepan, add a little bit of parsley and some fresh garlic, and pour it over the top. Your family will be so impressed.